So, I just want to let you guys know that when it comes to Trump, I've a mixed impression of him. He hasn't really been president long enough for me to judge what he's gonna actually do. But one thing I do agree with is the cancellation of the TPP because of how it was gonna devastate the art community. Say what you will, if that's directly affecting me. So there's a little image of that right there. One of my more vocal subscribers had this question to ask, and it says, "Can I ask you something? I know this is gonna sound silly. It doesn't, but will anime be okay with President Trump here in America?" And then he sent me a link, or he or she. I appreciate that. Like I stated before, that this article is gold. So if you wanna read the article in depth, I'm not gonna read the whole thing to you. But I do have some snippets. Before I get into the first snippet, President Abe, is president of Japan. He is I would say very anti-Chinese himself when it comes to their military aggression. And if a war were to break out there, it would affect trade, meaning it would affect anime. I don't really see anime getting sent to South Korea because they'll be pulled into the war immediately, or India or Vietnam or wherever else they make it. It prices would skyrocket, or you wouldn't be able to find anything from Japan for at least a month. Anyway, I don't see Trump abandoning Japan. He wants to have a big military, so Japan's gonna pretty much stay safe. So you're gonna still you get your favorite mangas. You're still gonna get your favorite animes, your OVAs, your figurines, whatever you like to get. But one thing I'm more worried about is the industry itself. Like here's the first snippet. When the Japanese economy is in trouble, animators aren't as likely to experiment with new projects. A sluggish economy leads to low wages, long hours, and an overall decrease in the number of individuals who are willing to work in the industry. Animators then produce content solely marketed to dependable niche audiences in an attempt to generate enough revenue for their employees. In other words, we get a lot of anime that appeals to a specific group instead of a wide variety that we have. This right here basically means that if there is a war and Japan's economy takes a hit, which it probably will, there's not going to be any anime that has had broad appeal. Like, that's the number one issue of why piracy is the leader in when it comes to manga anime. Like, there is no contest. Yes, you now have legal streaming sites, but it took 10 years for them to do that. So since it took you 10 years, I mean, the pirates were able to amass all this amount of money to where you're having to pass legislations to start gathering them all up, and you're even asking fans, please don't support them. Globalization happened, and it's the industry's fault. Like, I'm not saying it's everybody in the industry's fault. I'm talking about the people who decide, oh no, we don't want this stuff on the internet. We don't. The DVDs only want to sell manga and books because they were afraid of people getting it for free. They basically said, here you go, pirates, we don't want this money. Here, you can go ahead, make money off this thing called the internet. And this graph right here proves it. If you sit there and you look at the first few images where it has, the larger bars from like 2002 all the way up to 2009, I mean, the industry's doing good. And then all of a sudden you have this big dip. That's people realizing, I don't have to pay for this. I can get this for free. And especially if you can't find it in your home country or anywhere, someone's sitting there subbing it, and you're going to their site, you're watching their little video ad, and they're making money off of this. I mean, you can't really blame somebody for that. If they can't get it legally and they still want to watch it, they're going to get it for free. But I think, to answer my subscriber's question, I really do think that anime and manga will survive under a Trump presidency, because Trump is a businessman. He's going to want to make money. Is it going to really help Japan? Maybe not so much, due to the fact that the way he's talking about China, he talked about Japan then. But Japanese automakers do build cars in the U.S. So hitting Japan also hurts Americans. And a lot of them voted for him because these cars are being made in southern states. So I personally don't think it's going to hurt. Now for the second snippet. Originally, Trump made several promises to lessen the U.S. military presence in Japan, arguing that we spend way too much money in the region despite Japan fronting 75% of the cost to maintain American bases. He has also suggested that both Japan and South Korea get their own nuclear weapons to defend themselves against the North Korean threat in the area, even though Japan has adamantly against the use of nuclear weapons. Most notably, he plans to end the Trans-Pacific Partnership, something that I've already showed yet he's done. This article was made in December 2016. A multilateral trade agreement intended to bolster the economies of the United States, Japan, and several other countries. So what does this all have to do with anime? Well, it does have a lot to do with the industry. I would see the animator jobs going to like India or countries where they can pay them even less, which is one of the reasons why I saw the animation industry imploding years in advance. I had really good hindsight, at least for that one issue. That's why I didn't become an animator. Now the thing about this, I don't see Trump lessening military presence in Japan, and this is why. He got on NATO, that is America's alliance with the European allies like Germany, France, Great Britain, Canada, etc., etc. That y'all gonna pay y'all fair share. Now, seeing as though Japan is paying 75% of the bases, that's more than their fair share. I don't really see him say, "Oh, we're gonna move our troops." He is a civilian president. He has no military experience. So what's going to happen is he wants to be tough on China. Our generals, who he pretty much are gonna listen to, are gonna be like, "Oh, Mr. President, we're gonna be tough on China. You know, they're gonna try to bully us. They're gonna try to use their military. Japan, we have all these bases in Japan that will basically say, if you're not gonna play by our rules, you're gonna bully our allies, then we're going to stop you at all costs." And especially when he talks about he wants to stop China from building on all these little bitty islands and stuff. You're gonna have to have bases in Japan, meaning you're gonna have to protect Japan, meaning Japan's protected, Japan's economy never takes a hit, meaning anime and manga will still be rolling to this side of the planet. You know, you're gonna keep getting your One Punch Man all day long. You know, you're gonna keep getting on your filler episodes, Attack on Titan, whatever else you want to see. So, even though this video kind of went left and went into politics, I really don't see anime taking much of a hit from this. But I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any other questions like this and you're not heavy in the U.S. politics and you come up with a question that you think will affect anime manga due to our president, you know, let me know and I'll do some research for you guys. But until then, share this video, subscribe if you haven't. Tell me what content you want to see, and have a great day. Oh wait, you know what? On this side of the screen, or is on this side? One of the sides of the screen, there's gonna be two videos. One recommended for you, and another one, you know, that I think you might like. Go ahead, click that. You know, trying something new here on the channel, and yeah, I think we're gonna end it now.